everyone and welcome back to Pabbly. So if you have a legal firm, then this video is definitely for you, because in this video I will tell you how you can automate your law firm consultations via WhatsApp. I have a law firm and I receive multiple queries from my leads on WhatsApp. Now replying to each one of them individually and manually is a very time consuming and a hectic task. So to solve the problem, what I have done is I have created an amazing WhatsApp chatbot, that too without need of any coding and programming skills, using Pabbly Chatflow. Now as I have created this amazing bot, whenever I receive any of the queries from my leads on WhatsApp, automatically this bot is going to send a reply to them. And not only that, collecting the data from the leads, this bot is going to add it in Google Sheets, that too automatically. So now if you want to learn the entire process of how this amazing bot works and you can create this bot for your business as well, for that I'm going to take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, first of all, I'm going to show you how this amazing WhatsApp chatbot is going to work in real time. Okay, so this is the bot that I have created, and towards this bot, let me send a message, let's suppose as hello. As I've forwarded, you can see I've received this message. Hello dear, welcome to Legal Advisors, your trusted partner for legal solutions. I want to book a consultation, so I'm going to select this option right over here. As I've done that, it is asking for me to choose the category for the consultation. So I'm going to open the list and select the category, let's suppose as property law, and send it. Okay. As soon as I've done that, it is asking for my name. For the name, let's suppose I'm going to write it as new account. Okay. After sending the name, it is asking for my phone number, for which I'm going to enter a dummy mobile number and send it. Then it is asking for a documentation. I'm going to upload a dummy documentation that I have over here. This is just a dummy documentation, that is why I've added it. Okay. Then it was asking for my date and time, for which I've written it as 12th of October 2025 at 12 p.m. Okay. After doing that, it says thank you, new account. This was the name. Your consultation with legal advisors is successfully scheduled. Our lawyer will connect with you and give the date and time. You'll also receive reminders before your appointment. Your trusted partner in legal solutions. Okay. As you can see, I've received this thank you message. With that, automatically in my Google Sheet, you can see the record has also been created. The name is new account. This was the phone number. Date is 12th of October 2025 at 12 p.m. Type is property law, and the documentation is also right over here. You can see this was a dummy documentation. Okay. So this is how this amazing chatbot and the automation is going to work, of firstly collecting the data and booking the booking the legal consultations with creating the record of the leads. Okay, so now we are going to create this amazing chatbot without need of any coding and programming skills, using Pabbly Chatflow. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Chatflow, that is www.pabbly.com/chatflow. After I browse the website, Pabbly Chatflow's landing page is going to appear in front of you. Now before we start to create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot, I want to let you know about Pabbly Community. Pabbly Community is a space where you can find real-time updates on Pabbly. In this space, you can ask questions, share your feedbacks, and find amazing automation tips for your business. Over here, you can get help not just from our team members but also the fellow users. So go ahead and join our Pabbly Community today. For that, you will find the link of our community in the description section below. Okay. So now we are going to create the bot. After coming to the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow, you will find two options in front of you, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, that means you have a valid Pabbly Chatflow account, then you can directly sign in from here. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free credits every month to explore the features of Pabbly Chatflow for absolutely no cost. Okay, so now I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Chatflow account directly from here. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps section, where you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides. As I want to use Pabbly Chatflow, I'm going to click on the Access Now button. Then Pabbly Chatflow's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Now over here, Pabbly Chatflow is an amazing tool for businesses to send WhatsApp messages and manage WhatsApp conversations easily and efficiently. Inside Pabbly Chatflow, you can add multiple WhatsApp numbers at once. For that, simply you have to click on this Add WhatsApp Number, where you will find two methods, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. If you want to learn the ways of how you can add your WhatsApp number for both of the methods, you will find the tutorial of the videos in the description section below and you can connect your number. Over here, Pabbly Chatflow provides with multiple features like inbox, contacts, team queues, templates, broadcast flows, AI assistant, activity logs, settings, under which you will find multiple options. So if you want to learn about each and every feature of Pabbly Chatflow in brief, for that you can see the tutorials in the description section below. We have added the links. Okay, now to create a WhatsApp chatbot inside Pabbly Chatflow, we have to create a new flow. For that, simply from the left side, go towards the flow section right over here and you land towards Pabbly Chatflow's flow builder page. Now to add a flow, click on this add flow button in the top right corner and a new flow is then going to be successfully created. Firstly, we are going to rename the flow. So for the name of my flow over here, I'm going to give it as Automate Law Firm Consultations with WhatsApp. Okay, so this is the name of my flow. Now firstly, it is asking for us to set up a trigger. Trigger inside flow is that how this bot is going to get started. For that, we have multiple trigger events. First trigger event is keywords regex match, user start conversation, template selected, WhatsApp template delivered, contact added to contact list, custom field updated and tag assigned. Okay, now I'm going to select my trigger event as keyword and regex because I will be having this event to trigger this flow. Okay, now over here, what are keywords? So let's suppose I've entered a word over here as hey. Press the enter key to save the keyword. Now if the customer sends this hey as a message towards my bot, this bot is going to get triggered from here. Okay, you can add as many keywords according to your requirement right over here. Okay, now next it is asking for regex. Regex is short for regular expressions. It is a pattern or sequence of characters that you can find, match or get through regex. Okay, for the regex, I have this amazing code that is going to trigger this bot with any of the messages that your customers or your lead sends on your bot. Okay, so for that, I'm going to enter the code over here. So you can see right over here, this is the code. Okay, so after setting up the trigger, my first message over here should be what? A welcome message. With that, I want to send two options. For that, simply drag this point of trigger, drop it in this field, content type, select over here as text plus button. For the message, I want the same message, so I'm going to copy it from here and paste it right here. Now in this message, you can see I have bold some text. So how you can do that as well, let me show you. Simply in front of the sentence that you want to create as bold and the end, add 2 stars and the sentence will be bold. Okay, so now this is the first message that I have. Now I want to add 2 buttons right over here. First button is for book consultation, so I'm going to just add this first button name. In the similar manner, I'm going to enter the second button name over here as well. So you can see this is my second button, that is ask query. Now let us set up messages for both of the buttons. My first button is book consultation. Okay, for book consultation, after if the lead selects this option, I want to send a list. Now for adding the list, simply from the messages section, drag the list and drop it in this field. Okay, we have to give the header. For the header, I've given it as choose category, so I'm going to enter the header, and for the message over here, I'm going to enter this simple message over here as well. Okay, so now after entering the header and the body right over here, I don't want the footer, so I'm going to skip the part. Now we have to add section right over here, and in section I will add description. So what are section? So now over here for the section, these are going to be the items inside the section. So let us set up. Okay, firstly we're going to add a section, and now we have to name the section. For the name over here, I'm going to give it as, so my section is legal services. Okay, in this section I will add 4 items. Okay, so I'm going to add 4 items right over here. Now for the items, what we have to do is we have to give the title of the item first. So my first title over here is going to be family law, so I will enter the title and the description right here. So now this is the title that I have, family law, with the description marriage, divorce, custody and family matters. Okay, now in this similar manner, I'm going to add the title and the description of 3 other items that I've added over here in the list. So you can see right away I've added the property law with the description, criminal law and the corporate law. Okay. So now I have added this list successfully right over here. Now after this list, I want to save the kind of legal service that this lead has selected from the list in my Pabbly Chatflow account to create a record in my Google Sheets of what my lead is interested in. Now for that we have this amazing feature by Pabbly Chatflow, that is contact custom fields. Over here from the left side, go towards settings and open the section contact custom fields. Inside contact custom fields, you can create a custom field in which you can add the data of your customer according to your requirement. I have created these few fields right over here, like the consultation, document, preferred date and type, consultation type, legal query. Okay, you can create as many custom fields according to your requirement by clicking on this add more field button right over here. Okay, now with that I have created a contact custom field in the name of consultation type. So now how can we add that field inside this flow right over here? For simply go to actions and click on this set custom field, drag it and drop it. Connect this option like the list option item with this contact custom field. We have to select the contact custom field I have created in the name of consultation type. So I'm going to select it, and my value, my first value that should be saved if any of the leads selects this option over here, should be family law. So now if any of the leads selects this option, this item from this list, inside this contact custom field, the value family law is going to be saved. Okay, so now in this manner I'm going to add the contact custom fields for 3 of the other options as well. After entering the contact custom fields value, after this consultation type has been saved, firstly I want to collect the data of this lead's full name. Okay, like full name, phone number, the legal documents that they have and the preferred date and time. Now as I have these many questions, how can we ask a question inside this bot? For that, simply under action, drag the point of ask question, drop it in this field. Connect all the custom fields option over here with this question right here. So I'm going to do the connection. After building the connection, I want to ask my first question. And what's my first question? Got it. Schedule a consultation. We need few details. Please share your full name. So I've entered it. I'm going to bold this full name from here. Now this name should be saved in this contact custom field in the name of full name. Format of the reply is going to be text and the validation message should be error. Now what is this validation message? So let's suppose if the answer to this question is not equal to the selected format, the customer or the lead will receive the validation message of error, and number of attempts I want to give only 1 attempt. Okay, in this similar manner I'm going to add my another question for the phone number right over here. I've entered this message, kindly provide your phone number. This is the field and the format is any. Okay, now after both of the questions, now I want to collect the legal document. For that, simply I'm going to ask for a media. So I'm going to drag the ask media node and drop it in this field. Connect this question right over here. For the message, I will enter the same message that I have right over here. Contact custom field I have created in the name of document URL. So I'm going to select it. Media type can be any. So I'm going to select it. Number of attempts is going to be 1 and the validation message over here is also going to be an error. Okay, so now after asking for a media, I have last question of preferred date and time. So I'm going to add that question over here as well. So this is my question right over here, almost done. Please tell your preferred date and time for the consultation. I've entered an example, the field and the format. Okay, now after collecting all the data, now what I want is I want to send all this data that we have collected inside contact custom fields to my spreadsheet, to Google Sheets. For that, we have this amazing feature in Pabbly Chatflow. Over here in actions, you will find API request, drag it and drop it. Connect the last question that you want to send. Okay, then we have to enter a URL. So I'm going to click on this edit button. Now it is asking for the URL. Now I am going to enter this URL from Pabbly Connect. So inside accounts, I'm going to access Pabbly Connect right over here. And now after coming to the dashboard, we have to create a new automation. For that, click on this create workflow. There are 2 methods. I will be creating this workflow using the new beta method that is more modern, faster and flexible. But if you want, you can select the classic method for stable and familiar approach as well. So I'm going to select the new beta method version. Firstly, it is asking for the name of my workflow. So for the name of this workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Automate Law Firm Consultations via WhatsApp. This is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the workflows folder. Now, if you want to categorize the different workflows according to different categories, for that simply create the folder from this plus button, and then I'm going to click on this create button to create this new workflow, and the workflow is going to be created. Inside Pabbly Connect workflows, there are two major principles, that is trigger and action. Trigger step gives the commands and action follows them simultaneously. That is why there is only one trigger but multiple action inside Pabbly Connect. And we are going to select our trigger first. For the trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select over here as Pabbly Chatflow. Now over here what I want is that as soon as a new message is going to be received inside my Pabbly Chatflow flow builder, this trigger should capture the response of that. That is why for the event I'm going to select it as new message received, then click on this connect button. Now this is the URL that we have to enter in our API request section right here. So simply copy this URL from here and open your flow again. Select the method over here as post, as we want to send the data towards the URL, and paste the URL right over here. Now we have to enter the parameters that we want to send. I will select my first contact custom field, that is the name of full name, as I want to first send the full name. So I'm going to copy the name and paste over here as the key. In the similar manner, I'm going to select all the other fields that I want to send towards this URL, like I want to send the phone number. So I'm going to simply copy this mobile number field and then enter it. I'm going to enter all the fields that I want right over here. Okay, so these are the fields that I want to send: full name, number, URL, preferred date and time, consultation type, and the legal query. Okay, so now after selecting, we have to first test this right over here URL, and then we can save it. So I'm going to click on this test button. It says status 200, API requested successful, and over here if I'm going to open my workflow and scroll on, you can see the test response has been captured over here in the trigger. Okay, that means this URL is successfully working. So now our trigger setup over here is successfully done. Okay, now over here first I want to save this, so I'm going to click on the save button, and the API request node is successfully saved right over here. Now before we complete this automation in Pabbly Connect, let us first complete this flow that we are creating. Okay, now after this API request is been forwarded, now what I want is I want to send this thank you message right over here. So I'm going to copy this message, drag the point from this API request, drop it in this field, content type is going to be text plus button, and paste the message right over here. Now after this thank you, what I want is I want the name of my lead right over here. Now how can we get the name of the lead from our contact custom field into this message? For that, simply add a $sign and add the name of your contact custom field. My contact custom field's name is full name right over here. If I'm going to show you, you can see this is full name is the contact custom field. Okay, now I want to fetch the data from this field into this message. For that, simply add a $sign in front of the name. Okay, I'm going to bold this name right over here. So now over here, this is the thank you message that is going to be forwarded towards my lead after I receive all the details from them. So over here I'm going to just edit this message. Okay, so now this message is then going to be forwarded. Now our first setup is successfully done right over here for the book consultation. Now I have the second button over here as well, that is for ask query. Now over here what I want is I want to ask the query that this person, the lead, has and collect it, and if they want to book a consultation after their query, then they can simply book it through this first button that we have. Okay, so now for this ask query I have a question, so I'm going to drag the ask question, drop it in this field, connect this ask query to this question node, and over here for the question message I'm going to give it as. Now this is the question message that I have. Please type your legal query below and our experts will review it. One of our lawyers will respond to you shortly with guidance. Okay, I have created a contact custom field in the name of legal query to store this answer. Format is going to be text. Over here number of attempts is 1 and validation message is error. Okay, now after the answer has been forwarded to this question, I'm going to send a thank you message with an option with the help of which they can book a consultation. For that, simply I'm going to drag this point, drop it in this field, content type is going to be text plus button, and for the message over here I'm going to give it as. So now this is the question that I have. Thank you for sharing your query. Our team at Legal Advisors will carefully review it. Would you like to book a detailed consultation with a lawyer to discuss this further? I'm going to add a button of book now right over here and simply connect this book now with this list right here. Okay, so that directly this lead is going to be forwarded for booking the consultation. So I have set up this amazing chatbot right over here with all the steps that I needed. Okay, I'm going to just format this. So now, yes, I have completed the setup right here. Now, as this setup is done, to save it, I'm going to click on this save button in the top right corner, and the flow is going to be updated successfully. Now, we have to complete the automation that we were creating. Now, I want to create the record of the reply inside my Google Sheets. For that, simply, I'm going to add this point over here. For the action application, I'm going to select over here as Google Sheets. An action event over here is going to be add new row, and then click on this connect button. This window is going to appear, on which click on this add new connection. Over here, if you want, you can select the existing connection from this drop down below as well. Okay, then click on this sign in with Google to connect your Google Sheets. This is the account that I want to connect, so I'm going to select it, and then it is asking for the access of the account, for which I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect. For the spreadsheet, I will select over here as legal leads. So I'm going to go back to my workflow right here and select the spreadsheet as legal leads. Okay, sheet is going to be sheet 1 only. I'm going to drag this. Okay, yeah, then it is asking for all these fields like full name, phone number, preferred date and type, consultation type, document URL, and the legal query. Now for the data of these fields, what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data. How mapping works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, this is the same response. It is asking for my lead's full name, and this is the name. So I'm going to select the data of my lead from my previous response. Now over here, as I've selected the data from the previous response, this data right here has been mapped, and as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. In the similar manner, I'm going to map the data of the phone number right over here, with that the preferred date and time as well. Then I'm going to map the data of the consultation type over here as well. Then it is asking for the URL, for which I'm going to map the data of the URL, and lastly for the legal query, I'm going to map it. Okay, and simply click on the save and send test request button. We have received this response, which is a positive response, and in my Google Sheets you can see the test data has been kept as a record. As now this test data has been added over here as a record, this means the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Chatflow is successfully created through Pabbly Connect. Okay, as now this connection as well as this entire flow has been successfully created inside Pabbly Chatflow and Pabbly Connect. Now let us test this bot that we have created. For that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a message towards this bot using my WhatsApp number. So let me open the bot right here, and you can see this is the bot towards this bot. Let's suppose I will send a message over here as hey. So I will write the message. I've sent the message. You can see right over here, any message can be forwarded towards this bot. I've received this message. I want to ask a query, so I'm going to select this option ask query right over here, and as soon as I'm going to do that, I've received the reply, please type your legal query below. So let's suppose I will write over here as my tenant refuses to vacate the house, what can I do? Okay, I'm going to send this message right over here. Now as I've forwarded this message, and you can see it says thank you for sharing your query, our team is going to be carefully reviewing it, would you like to book a detailed consultation? I'm going to book a consultation right over here. Then I have to answer to all the questions that I'm going to answer quickly right over here. You can see I've answered all the questions, and I have received the message, thank you best lead, your consultation has been booked. Over here you can see I've received this message successfully, the document, phone number, and the name, and you can see the type of the category that I have chosen. Okay, so if I'm going to open my Google Sheets right over here, you can see automatically the record has been created, name, phone number, date and time, the consultation type is right here. This is the same document. If I'm going to open it, you can see this is the same document that I have uploaded, and the legal query is also entered right here. Okay, so you can see this how this amazing chatbot and the automation is successfully working through Pabbly Chatflow and Pabbly Connect. That too we have created without need of any coding and programming skills. If you want to use this amazing chatbot and the flow for your business, you will find the link of the bot as well as the workflow that we have created using Pabbly Connect in the description section below. Okay, and if you have any questions related to this bot that I have created in this video, you can comment down below and we'll answer to all the questions that you have. And if you have ideas for us to create amazing WhatsApp chatbots on, you can write all the ideas in the comment and we will create a video just for you. Okay, so this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just this chatbot, you can create multiple other chatbots using Pabbly Chatflow. If If you have any questions, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue in Pabbly Chatflow, you can check out this link. If you want to try your own test bot today with Pabbly Chatflow, you can do it absolutely for free as we provide 100 free credit points. So go and check out Pabbly Chatflow today.